Well, good morning everyone and welcome to a My Back Step. This is an indoor edition that I have going on here right now. It is raining and miserable out. I was going to go and do some gardening, but I'm not going out in the rain. I did get a couple of onions put in the ground last week, so they're doing pretty good. They were actual onions too. They started sprouting in my cupboard, so I'm just going to plant them and see what happens. Maybe I'll get an onion or two back out of it. I don't know. Either way, I'll get the tops, which is green onion, which is fantastic. I love that too. In this episode, I have something brand new to show you. I'm in my room, so I'll probably take you on a little tour of what I've got going on here so far. Don't mind the mess. There is a little mess of some stuff, but it's not too bad. My tomatoes seem to be doing as well as they can. I'll show those to you too. But the first thing that I am super excited about, and I have opened this and looked at it, but I have not had it hooked up yet. My battery bank was wore down because I had it hooked up to something to see how long it would last. It lasted like 2 days. Continuous running, which is fine. But this is what I have purchased. And make sure, yeah, okay. I purchased this couple of days ago. It was not cheap, but it was on special, so I couldn't pass it up, the deal that I got on it. And it is a 3000 watt power inverter with a 2-year warranty. This one is a modified sine wave. It's not a pure sine wave. Hence the reason it was on for a bit cheaper. However, the stuff that it runs on ideal performance is a cell phone charger, laptop computers, electric cooler, video game consoles, a TV, electric fan, a refrigerator, a 1/2 horsepower sub pump, toaster, hairdryer, electric kettle. Now amongst that there's also air compressor, circular saw. These things run at good performance. Air compressor, circular saw, regular microwave, coffee machine, food processor, hand mixer, and there's a few adequates on here too. And adequate meaning it will run it, it will run it. Audio equipment, laser printer, plasma TV. I don't have a plasma TV. An electric drill, an electric blender, photocopier, air conditioner. So all this stuff can be ran on here. Now, it also gives you the running wattage, typical running wattage. And it goes up to 3000 with the air compressor, which runs at good. Everything else is below 3000. This thing says it has a peak of 6000 for when stuff cuts in, like your refrigerator and stuff like that. If it cuts in, it usually cuts in higher than its running time, running wattage. Which means it will not blow it. It should just cut in and then it'll reduce back to whatever it needs to run. Now, that being said, this has a voltage meter on it. It tells you how much voltage is in your batteries. My batteries right now are low, so I'm hoping that one of them will run this. I never thought about that before I started doing this video, but that's it. I'm on solar for my batteries. There's two hooked up. They're at 17.5 right now. Split that between two is a little over 8 volts in each one, which might not be enough for this actually. However, I am going to take it out and show you guys. I do have some more stuff coming for my solar stuff for sure, and one of those is a voltage reducer. I might go out and get a piece of board and start mapping out where I'm going to put some of my stuff on the board. I'll show you that if I go at it. But let's get this open so you can have a look at it. Okay? Now, I did already open this like I said, but I do have to take it out and get rid of the box. Of course it comes with an owner's manual. I am in no way, shape or form sponsored by anything on this. This is all bought out of my own money, so. It comes with some very heavy duty cable to go from the battery to the machine, which is good because the heavier the cable, the better the current flow. It comes with this extension plug for the display, because you can remove the display from this unit itself and put it somewhere else via this cord. I won't be using this cord. I have no need to move this to any particular spot. Once I get it set up, it's set up. Now, here is the unit itself. Oh, it's heavy too, guys. Let's see. So here is the unit itself. It is a Motormaster. It's the brand. That's our Canadian Tire brand. It has 3 plugs with individual reset switches for them in case you trip one. They're like little breakers. Of course, it has the LCD display, your power button. It also tells you on here, it'll give you error codes if there is an error. And here's the legend for the error codes, which tells you what's wrong. It has a cooling fan, and of course this is your connectors, and you put that plug back on over just to help anything, make sure nothing falls on it and shorts it out or anything like that. It also has a fuse in here which I have not looked at, so I'm going to look at that there now. Let me get a screwdriver. Stretch. Go. I want to see what type of fuse this takes because I didn't read the book. Oh yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 40 amp fuses down in there. See them okay. And there's a big hunk of metal and everything. I'm not going to take this casing apart. I have not even tried it yet, but yep, 10 fuses. So that's lots of redundancy for anything that might blow. I am not going to overcharge this. I'm just going to hook it to the 12 volt system and see how well it works. Once I get, because this one says it's 12 volt. Once I get my voltage decreaser and stuff like that, I may be able to hook this directly to my panel then. And that way it'll have the 24 volts to use, but they'll be reduced to 12 on my inverter, so it won't blow out my inverter. I'm going to do some testing on some of this stuff. Like I am going to be careful when I'm testing it. I'm going to use my circuit tester and make sure there's not too much voltage coming through for the unit, because I don't want to blow it. I paid a good bit of money for it. I don't want to fuck it up. Excuse the language. I don't want to bleep it up. But yeah, I do got my receipt and everything kept because of the warranty. It also has these mounting legs, so I can mount this to the wall either, or like if you have it in a vehicle or anything, you can mount it down and screw it down so it's not bouncing around. I may actually mount it on the wall sideways like this, so that all my plugs in that are exposed and easy to get at. There is also 2 USB ports on here. There are 2.4 amp USB ports, which you can plug practically anything into for charging and stuff like that. I've also got the USB ports on my controller. So it all works out pretty good. Now, let's get a couple of things together and see what I can work on at the moment. Okay, so what I have to start, I have 2 pieces of board. They're about the same size. I may be able to get away with 1. I will see as I go. Oh, this one's got some resin in it. Smells nice. So one of the things that I do have to do is I gotta measure for my controller. So let's do that. Let's see where the controller is gonna have to go. I'm going to need a pencil just to mark the board. And let's see. Now this doesn't have to be too exact. So it's roughly to here. And I'm going to put it up as far as I can, so it'll go to here. So basically this whole section will be for my controller. A little bit bigger. And that's got the 6 wires. Now, one of the things I'm probably going to end up doing is drilling through, running my wiring through the back. Maybe putting a little lip on here so that it doesn't squat the wires against the wall. So it'll be a bit around there. As you can see, let me show you. It is blinking, so it's charging. 17.2 volts. The battery cells are down, so it's probably not going to work too well with my inverter at the moment. Hence the little project I have to do here. Now let me show you what else I got. I have this one here. This one I'm going to go for my 24 volt. It'll go to a 24 volt in, and it'll go, well, 1 24 volt in and 2 24 volts out. Off of my reducer, I have a wee little one here that's going to go for my 12 volt. So I'll have 12 volt going in and 3 12 volts coming out. As well, I've showed you this before, but I got this bracket, these 3 breakers. There's a 20 and 2 10s, the 20's in the middle, and 2 10s on either side. These are going to replace some of the little fuses that I have on there now. I've also got these splitters here, which are going to replace some of the taped up joints that I got going on. So I'll run like my 12 volt in here, or my 24 volt in here, and then have it going where I need it to go. I have an idea for that, and I have an idea to keep it separated and all looking nice and neat and well done. So let's get some of this stuff mapped out and mounted. so that I can do it. And I need to leave room for this can go all the way to the end, which is great. On here I do need to leave room for the voltage reducer, which I'm thinking I'm going to put here. This probably goes this way. I have to take these off and swap them around, that's fine. I'll put this over closer to here. Or you know what I can do? I can do it this way. I can put my controller down like this. I can have this running, my wiring running in into my controller, into my batteries, and then this, and this 24 volt one can go here. The 12 volt one can go here, and my reducer can go over on the end. So I'll only have the one board, and everything will be in it. Nice. So that works. So now I'll get it mounted. Let's see what screws I got to use. A couple of flat washers for that. The old magnetic screwdriver is good for some things, but not for others. Definitely needed the flat washer on it though. Now I hope they fits down in them holes. They don't look like they're going to. I might need to get a different screw for that one. That's that one on. Now another thing I can also do is I can have some of this pre-wired. Like, I can wire this into some of these. I can wire some outgoings on this if I want, or I can just get the extra wiring going from here to wherever. But let's see about this getting mounted first. Oh, they just fit. Nice. But it doesn't reach. Hmm. They don't fit. These ones, well, they're flat top. I hate flat top screws, but these ones, yep, these ones will do. Now they go through. And I'll put it on upside down. Not that it really matters, but I don't want it on that way. Typical me, right? Now that we've got this stuff mounted, it's all nice, pretty like. It'll be much tidier than what I got over there, obviously. The stuff that I got over there is a little bit of a mess. Actually, a lot of a mess. But I will fix all of it up as I go. My USB splitter, I may be able to mount to this as well by putting a couple of screws on either side once I get my controller put in place. That way, everything will be on the one board. Even my USB ports, everything. I'm still thinking about ways of doing some of this stuff, so like I said, hopefully it all works out. Now, I need at least 2 sets. So 1, 2, I'm gonna go 3 sets for, does this one fit? I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yeah. I'm gonna go 3 sets for 12 volts for the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go negative, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. That's my 3 sets there. Let's see. Is it going to let go for me? If I get to turn, it will. It's off for a minute. Oops. That goes on there. Go up there, and then I got 1, 2, 3 sets for 12 volt. And actually, I'm going to add an extra . Negative. Is that not going all the way down? Oh, there's pieces on there. That's why. This one looks like it has the holes for the pieces. No, it does not. Some of the modifications that gotta be cut off. Needs a knife. Imagine I don't have a knife handy. Should have a knife handy. But I don't. Just give me a second, guys. Alrighty. Dug myself out a knife. take it off of the metal. There we go. Just that simple. Now I can put this one back on. Down. Then I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. These are going to be negatives and positives. That one down. Then I've got 2 extras here for 12 volts if I need them, or whatever really comes up. This goes on. And then of course my 20 and my 2 10s. I may order some more of these breakers. And that's why I'm leaving all this space here, because I can add extra breakers. This is on. That's the off position. Now, dig out some wire to wire up the negatives and positives to the negatives and positives. Luckily, I have a big bag of wire right here. Got some of this nice wire. I'm probably, I don't know if I'll fit 2 in each one. I'm gonna try, see what happens. Let's get this cable tie off. So I've done up a little electrical kit. See, I got some connectors and wire fasteners. There's my wires, my wire cutters. Oh, there's a cutter in there, that's okay. My wire stripper. My crimpers. I don't really need the crimpers at the moment. But I will shortly. So, I don't really need these ones, but I do need these ones and this. These ones could be left together, but I'm going to take them apart. Not tight enough. My little screwdriver. Oh, this has Allen key. This wire stripper is... I'm not going to strip this wire for me. No. So... thankfully, I have this. And this will strip this wire for me. That's not going to work. I do know it will work though. Let's see. Son of a gun. Now that's the 12 volt ones hooked up and ready to go. Here. Making a mess of everything. Garbage bucket a bit closer. Now the next thing I'm going to do is get my 24 volt one ready to go to, well, I can run this. I knows what I can do. I knows what I can do. It's funny there's none of these that are covered, you know? That's weird. Red. It's only red ones that are covered. Don't even need these. Not yet. But I can put them on hand anyway. That's okay. This will go to the power reducer. This will go to my 12 volt output on my board. And my reducer will go right into this one here. Next up, my breakers. Alrighty, let's get this plate cover back on. The screws fell out of it. Gonna hand tighten those for now. That will be good enough for that. Now, all of these have to be on a positive. So, I'm going to look and see if I have any red wire here. Can use some of this one. Just haul the red out. Maybe. Just be able to make do with this. These don't have to be long. But they just all have to connect. Get them all somewhat the same length anyway. Losing stuff as usual. That's the wrong one. That's the right one. I'll knock stuff down in a minute. Better move some stuff before I do start knocking it down all over the place, because I know that's what I'm going to end up doing. This is causing me grief. Cut that. There we go. 2 down there. And I go from there to there. So it's got to be about this long. Not want to come off clean. It's okay. It'll still work out. Little projects like this, you know, this is kind of what I like doing a lot of. I spent a lot of time as a kid taking stuff apart. It's kind of nice to be putting something together for a change. I don't know how much it is like that for other people that are doing some of this stuff with solar stuff and things of that nature. I know for me, I used to have a blast hauling stuff apart when I was a kid. All different kinds of electronics and motorized stuff. And I used to have lots of fun with it. Another good thing about having this done this way is if I need to do work, instead of trying to pull out all those fuses, I can just come in and flip the breakers off. And then I know, okay, well, it's safe. As well, if you trip a breaker, you can just turn it back on. If you blow a fuse, you gotta get a new fuse. Now, I may still incorporate some fuses into some of my stuff, depending on what I'm hooking up. For example, my inverter. Leave all my fuses in my off position until I get everything hooked up for sure. Give that a bit of twist. These will go to my there's one for my solar panel, one for the battery, and one for the output. So that means my output can be wired into where? No, it's still got to run through there first. Okay. I'll figure it all out as I goes. I just have to make sure that I does all the figuring correctly. Hopefully soon I'll have the rest of my stuff so I can start hooking the rest of this up. But yeah, one will go into the output and I'll have a trip, and the output will go to one of these and my voltage decreaser. One will go to my battery. So it'll go from there to the battery. One will go from the solar panel to the controller. So that's how that all hooks up. Now, one thing, what else can I do? I think I'm pretty much done with this right now. I do got to get some good screws to mount this to the wall, which is fine. I've checked progress on some of my stuff, but like I said, this one will go over to the voltage reducer. from here. So one of these will go into, one will go into there and one will go into here. That's the way that'll work. It's coming along. It will look a lot nicer too once I get the voltage controller and that on, the charger controller on. I may end up doing a second board like this with a second set of solar panels. But for the moment I'm just doing the one set because that's all I have. And that's enough for me at the moment. So I'm just going to tidy this stuff up and then I will I'll show you guys a little bit of some of the other stuff I was doing. But you've seen my controller, it's a mess at the moment. I still have to figure out where I'm going to mount I think my volts are gone up to almost 19 right now, so it's coming along. Maybe by the end of the video I might have enough voltage on there to be able to try out this inverter and see how well it works, see what I can run out. I should be able to run my computer, I should be able to run my TV, should be able to run my console, hook up the modem to it so if we lose power I'll still have internet access and stuff like that. It's got some random wiring around. I do have some more of this wire ordered. I think I ordered 50 feet. So I'm going to end up replacing a lot of these loose wires that are running around, and it should be just 2 wires going out. And then some wires hooked to my lighting I'll branch off of in specific spots, like I'll branch off and run to another light and whatnot. Rather than having wires all over the place the way it is now, I'll just run one wire through and branch off of that one wire. So that's future things to come, because I do not have my I do not currently have everything I need to do it. Now I have lots of wire there to do some little tiny projects if I want to, which I'm probably going to end up doing some little things like this, little wiring things. That's why I kept all those little wires. And I have lots of connections on here where I can just branch off into some other stuff if I want to, like hook up some USB drives, hook up some extra lighting. I'm probably going to hook a light directly above this so that if the power goes I can click on that light and it's going to light up my whole solar panel, so I can just flick on my breakers if I need to or whatever. But yeah, I also got the 2 extra ports there for the 12 volt coming out, so I can add some extras on there even as well. I don't even, like, I have 4 on top, 2 extras. I got 2 extra 12 volts coming out. I don't have anything 12 volt to hook up just yet, or 24 volt I mean, sorry. I don't have anything 24 volt to hook up as of yet, but I will, because I'm going to order some 24 volt lighting sets so that I can just hook them direct in and they will be a little brighter, a little longer, maybe a little bit more of a drain on the batteries. But like I said, once I start replacing, I've got to get some deep cycle batteries too, because the inverter I think is going to drain these little batteries really fast. So deep cycle battery for my inverter, smaller batteries for my lighting. The deep cycle then will run my inverter with everything big on it. Yeah. So I'll be able to, I might get 2 deep cycle batteries and get another reducer so that I have that much extra power. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to keep this other board in here because if I do another panel set with another set of batteries, deep cycles, then I got that. It's ready to go. This one is about ready to go. As soon as I get my other wiring stuff now, I'll put all that on. Let's start getting this stuff all put back in. It's nice having these little bags done up. I've got another one there I can do up too. I don't have it done yet. But it's really nice having these little bags that I can do up and have them done with everything I need all in there. And not have to worry about anything going. I gotta search for my tape, I gotta search for my pliers and my wire cutters. No, it's all in one nice neat little spot. Same thing with these. I have a case full of this here somewhere. I'm gonna find that and put that in here too. As well as this case with these. So they're all packed up, nice and neat. A little clip for holding it together. And that's my little electrical bag of stuff. My little electrical bag of tricks. Yep. So, let's have a little look and see what's going on with my garden. Well, I did do this on a short, but here's the full feature version. I hooked up lights. This is all on my solar. This is my my liquor cabinet. I got lighting all the way to the bottom. I did cut the strip lights you can see, and I added them to each shelf. So that gives it the lighting. I also got some rums and stuff up here as well. Just some little extra stuff. All my games, consoles, my stickers, and my wall. You all seen the wall and everything. My messy table where I work and do stuff for all you guys. And my messy table for where I'm... This is where I send out my mail. Sorta. And of course some camping equipment is all over the place. On that mess, this mess gotta go in the garbage. I have a medic roll right, that's medical roll right there. My hurricane lantern, I love that thing. My moose. I got lots of toys in here. I like my toys. Another solar panel. This is the one that I take with me in the woods. And it plugs it directly into my phone, so it charges my phone while I'm walking. Of course, my vest. This is the netting that I made on the Camp Challenge Alliance, which I have to do more with. That's going to be upcoming. But here is my tomato plants. Well, they're not growing very long, but they are growing. So we'll see what goes on with those. Trying to keep them separated, but I don't think it really matters if they twist together. I just don't want them choking each other out. And of course there's my little camera recording my 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for my videos. And behind me you can see my little collection of knives. I like those. And of course everything else. And I have a lot of movies up here. And some bears that I won. That was a good time. That was a really good time. Now, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, let's turn that off. Because that drained my... when I had my light on, it went down to 9 volts. when I shut it off, it's gone back up to 12. So turning the light on drained it a bit, so I may have to wait for another day to hook up my my solar panels. It kind of stopped raining a little bit, but it's been raining off and on, so it's not a good day for working in the garden, at the gardening stuff. And my security camera, which that follows me when I move. It's like, hey, where you going? Where you going? Is that, don't you go over there? I love those security cameras. They're fantastic. But as it is here right now, guys, I am going to call it a day for today. I got a little done on what I wanted to accomplish. Next time you see me, I might be mounting that stuff because I'm hoping to get my reducer and everything in shortly. But that's it for today. I do also have all of my light switches I need to hook up, so I'll have to get on that. Alrighty. Have a good one, guys. Don't forget, be safe, have fun. Subscribe to my videos if subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. It's much appreciated. It's free and it really helps things out. If you can share my channel, share out my videos, and as always, be safe and have fun. Thank you all for watching.